Alright folks, you already know what it is. We're back for week 7 of the FPL. So last week of regular season. At this point, I believe the Cheemsburgers have 2 wins to their name and 4 losses. So at this point, getting into playoffs will require us getting a dub this week. And we are going up against the, at this point, undefeated Texas Tauros. However, because I believe they went, well, no, that never mind. In week 6, they took a loss after having beaten all the teams. They were like, "Yo, we got this, man. At this point, let's just, why even try?" You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame them. So we're going up against them, and they've got nothing to lose. We've got everything to gain. So that makes for, classic acid-based reaction. So let's see what happens in this first game. Got another rain team we're facing. I've got just standard full-blown offense here. Let's see what we can do. Lead Lele versus them. As I'm like, alright. Well, they're obviously going to go Ferrothorn, right? Or Jirachi. So I'm like, let's hit a Focus Blast. Of course not. Why would I hit a Specs Focus Blast? Go out into Toad. As I'm like, well, I'm going to get out of here. Don't want to get Ironheaded or anything. So I'll go into this. They Weather Ball me. Does a decent chunk, but we're able to survive. And I missed the pump as well. That is quite unfortunate, not gonna lie. Would have been nice to get a little bit of chip. We do burn the Dragonite, which is cool. So this thing, unless it's a special D-Knight, can't really do too much. And they are special D-Knight. They go for Thunder, but it doesn't do a lot. Because I believe I'm Spadefferoing, but I'm not certain. I can't remember. Switch out in Lele here. Gonna go for another Focus Blast on hopefully Ferrothorn or Jirachi. Oh no, I went for a Moonblast. I could have sworn I went for Focus Blast twice in a row, but I guess I went for the Moonblast just to get some guaranteed chip because I didn't want to miss again. They do miss a Toxic. Lucky for us. I get up some nice rocks. They do land the Toxic the second time. I figure I'm going to let you get that second one. Go out into Pelipper. Take a little bit of rocks chip. Very nice. Go for a Flamethrower just in case they stay in. I don't know, for whatever reason. Get some chip on this thing. I'm not like, well, I'm already poisoned. I may as well try to get the poison off on them because as soon as I get rid of this thing, it'll be easier to win because this thing won't have any rain set up. I'm going to keep these rocks up. They go for Ice Beam, so this goes down. And I'm like, well, if I can stop them from defogging, they're going to take more chips. So I'm going to bring this in, and I think I go for Focus Blast this time. And miss it once more. So I'm like, well. Yeah, I literally say, well. Terrible Lele, to be honest. You're not gonna lie. You're not lying. Bringing this thing, we finally hit a Hydro Pump in the rain. Does a pretty good chunk. And we've seen I can easily take their Thunder. They go for the Roost, which is fair. Do I Volt Switch out here? Yeah. So resisted hit. Still does 16. In comes Lele once more. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go for Moonblast. As they do end up staying in this time. So we get rid of D-Knight, which is cool. In comes Ferrothorn. I think I just go, yeah, Buzzwole in case they go for anything. I take some Rocky Helmet chip. I go for CC. I'm like, well, the Chople is going to help them survive, and I am going to take a little bit of chip. I do miss a Toxic, though, which is cool. Go for another close combat. Take some more Iron Barbs chip. I'm looking pretty low, but at least I got rid of that thing. In comes Pelipper to take all that chip. As I'm like, well, I don't want you to defog, so I'm going to get rid of you. In comes Toad now, and I'm like, well, send out Rotom. As they Weather Ball up, I'm like, okay, that's fair. Send this thing and die, basically. Go for another Weather Ball. I think here I might just go out to Cart. Yeah. Go for the Leaf Blade, nice to get rid of this thing. But at this point, now they can just go Rachi, right? Yep. And so at this point, very lucky that I actually missed that Toxic because would have been taking a bunch of residual damage here. But also, let's not forget at the same time that this thing would have taken 2 Focus Blast, Specs Focus Blast to the face, which I think would do like 30 to 40 or something at this point. I go for an EQ because I don't want to get any. Oh, I should have. Man, if only I went for close combat. But I was thinking at this point. At this point, I was tired, not gonna lie, and I was like, man. This thing is cosmic powering up. I kind of was in self-defeat mode, not gonna lie. As I set up another one, I'm like, well, just gonna keep going for it. And at this point, I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna go for close combat, man. Oh no, I go for EQ again and they get a crit. Or I get a crit. So Justice for the 2 Focus Blasts miss. They did, however, miss the Toxic on me on this thing. But you know, I'll take it. But I was like, honestly, I was like, I would have gone for rest in case I crit right there. Or I was like, dang, or even just attacked me at that point. I don't know. I'm like, I'm too tired for that. So, was it a undeserved victory? I don't know. I did miss some Focus Blast, but they also mixed a Toxic on this thing. But then again, if I had gotten it low enough, then any of these could have dealt with it maybe. But it is what it is. Moving on to Gen 8. BDSP. Let's switch it up to D-Dance over here. Ronan versus Doodle-a-Doo. Eat it up with the Sturdy. Get up some nice rocks, I assume. Oh, Endeavor. Ice Shard. Nice, nice. Not gonna lie. Free set. Oh, not even. Who needs it when you have a Cuss that berry? The U-turn out. In comes Jeff, lol. Go for a nice play rough. Jeez, that's gotta be abandoned, right? To break through multi-scale. EQ, nice, nice. Teleport out. Oh, set up a reflect, nice. Do some nice chip. They go for a knockoff. Get rid of the light clay, that's cool. Reflect's still gonna be up for a while. In comes Alakazam. Here's the teleport into the Crawdaunt, but yeah, that thing's for sure sash. As I'm like, well, I'm afraid that this thing is walled your entire team, or I mean, Energy Ball. You don't have much for it, and they have a full-blown Azu. If you are able to set up the Blastoise at some point, it could be able to come through again. But the thing is that it just Azumarill completely walls it. You know, like we saw the power of Blastoise last week, but at this point, there's just not much you can really do. Does this thing have anything? I mean, it's just gonna go for. Oh, they're setting up for game, dog. Go for the Bullet Punch. Teleport out into for Alligator, but I think at this point you needed to go for a flinch. Oh, my bad, not even a flinch because it's sheer force. U-turn doesn't kill. Go for a flinch on this. No, I'm stupid. I'm tired. You don't have flinch because it's sheer force. Shell Smash up. But like I said, you can't really do too much, even with the Reflective. You just have to go for a Dark Pulse flinch, I think, right here. Or a Freeze. As nope, down to play rough. And that's basically the end of the game right there. Go for a Psychic, can't even get rid of it though. And that's GG's, folks. So, on to this game was kind of just like a matchup thing. You had like all these water types, because at this point we're like, well, we're down like 4-2, like the odds of us getting into playoffs are not very likely. But on then to Gen 7. Let's switch over. Tofa versus Luna. They got a freaking powerful team over here. I don't think I've watched this game. King Crab's the Shuckle. Switch out into the Mimikyu in case they go for high jump kick or fake out. Nice immunity. Bring in the Bulu. As they go for a sneak. SD up, oh man. And the Rock Tomb miss? You gotta be kidding me, dog. Jeez. There's a Rock Tomb miss. And then there's a Rock Tomb hit to get the minus speed. But they're still just gonna Shadow Sneak me though, so I don't know if you want to sack this or switch out. Yeah, get the heck out of there. Jeez. This has got to be offensive heat. No, it's leftovers. I don't know. Lava Plume does a decent chunk. Go for the Shadow Claw to take this thing out. Yep. Now in comes Medicham to go for the Bullet Punch. Nice. In comes Pinchers as it goes for Frustration to completely obliterate the Mega Medicham. Torn comes out as they go out into Superior on a Hurricane. That's pretty cool. So get rid of that thing. But yeah, they still just have the Shuckle. Go for the webs as it's not looking too great Imagine if they switch out the bishop there. Go for the encore, so you gotta get the heck out of here. Go for some more webs. As in comes this thing, which I'm assuming is gonna probably Z move up or some nonsense like that. Alright, in comes Bisharp. Yep, go for the Hurricane, because you definitely don't want to go for defog versus this thing. Hey, you got rid of the Bisharp though, so now you can freely defog, sort of. But I mean, yeah, now you're getting the speed drop. There's no heavy duty boots. This thing is poisoned. Go for an Ice Beam, which is going to do absolutely nothing to this thing. Go for another one, as they keep doing more poison and hazards. They almost got rid of the Shuckle. Almost, but it's getting real low, not gonna lie. This Greninja's gonna take 31 now. They didn't even go for Quick Attack. Wow, they went for SD. And comes this thing. I'm assuming this thing is gonna... Bruh. Wasn't this thing dead? Oh, come on. Hurricane Miss was the only play. Aw, jeez, man. Literally had it, but at the same time, I also don't know why they didn't just Quick Attack with this thing. Or maybe that the Water Shuriken was... Jeez, man. Drain Punch. Aw, jeez, man. And there it is. Man. Alright, that is quite the unfortunate game to watch, but let's move on to Gen 6. What have you got for us, Fizz? What do you got? Torn versus Kieran. You turn out into the Ferrothorn. Fusion Bolt up. Though I gotta say, I mean, they're bringing pretty serious teams, but I'm not sure if... Oh, they go for a Focus Blast and take out the Magnezone right away. In comes Keldeo. Alright, get some momentum back with U-turn. Jeez, Luna's going absolutely crazy in the chat. Thunder Wave on this thing, so its Gyro Balls are powered up. Brazilian Starmie. That's a new tech. Fizz was like, yo, you're gonna paralyze all my mons, I'm gonna paralyze all yours. Yeah, powered up Gyro Ball versus this thing. Soft Bolt up. Oh no. Aw, jeez, man. I was like, man. In comes Torn as they mega up. Get a nice SD off. Does Bullet Punch kill this thing? Yeah, I'm gonna say get out for that Heat Wave incoming. Alright, you turn out. Take some nice Rocky Helmet chip. In comes Keldeo. Get up some nice rocks at least. In comes Gengar. This thing is levitating. Switch out, fearing the Scarf, I'm assuming. Alright. But yeah, they just go Keldeo. I'm assuming you just U-turn out here. Okay, Roost up. Yeah, that's a good play. Good play. My bad. Like I said, it's tired, so I'm more so just right. Don't rely on me for the most reliable play-by-plays. ST up. Hey. Superpower into the Ferrothorn? Oh, I guess they're just going to stay on with this thing. Oh yeah, Roost up. That's definitely the best play. This thing's just taking... Yeah, if they're going to just keep taking Life Orb shit, you may as well just set up to +6 and just keep roosting up, man. Because this thing is just killing itself over time. Bro, are you serious? They're not even... This is their strategy, to let the Scizor continue to set up... Oh, maybe they were going for a Spadef drop. Yeah, you have to Bullet Punch there. But, I mean, you're +4. The damage is done. I feel like Keldeo dies to +4 Bullet Punch, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm saying. Okay, you got Superpower on this thing? They switch out for the Superpower. Oh, Roost up, yeah, that's the better play, for sure. There's the Bullet Punch. Yeah, because, I mean, that wasn't like Ferrothorn was doing. Oh, Lottie, you're gone. Oh, never mind, it was Bulky Lottie. Even with the Spadef drop, though, this thing is near full. Gengar, you're gone. So, I'm assuming Oh, wait, they don't. I'm stupid. They don't even have U-turn roost. Why was I saying superpower? They didn't even have it the whole time. But why didn't they just go Ferrothorn? Am I missing something? Because the only thing they would have been able to do was, well, I guess, Stealth Box, Gyro Ball. This thing probably wouldn't be able to hit it though. And I guess +6 Bullet Punch would probably still do a lot to where they could just Bullet Punch into Roost to get rid of the Iron Barb's damage. And then plus it could have gotten paralyzed anyways. Yep, there's the U-turn. And that is the game. Alright, on to Gen 4. Let's see what we got. Ortho. Skarm versus the Metagross League. Spike Up versus Stealth Rocks. In comes the Loom. As they go for another layer of spikes to get up some nice poison. I'm assuming, yeah, there's the Spore. But you gotta basically eat it here. And then hopefully have a Ghost type for the Focus Punch, yeah. Yeah, but they go for sub, of course. But I mean, they're not gonna really be able to hit this thing at least. Shadow Ball up. I'm assuming they might go out into T-Tar here or something if they have it for it. Okay, Snorlax, that works too. Explosion though, to the Snorlax is dead to Spikes. As they, hey, nice, I like it. Bring in your own Breloom. This is pretty sick. Mach Punch up. Get your Poison Nail activated. Another Mach Punch so that they are forced to go for that. They might sub up though. Now they just go Snorlax and die. Okay, that's cool. In comes Azelf. Double out in Metagross. Or I guess technically they went hard Metagross because they just switched it in after it died. In comes Skarm to be able to eat up any hit. No Rocky Helmet exists at this time, of course. Ooh, get the Wake Up into more spikes. Nice. I love setting up all 3 layers of spikes, man. Roost up. As they go for another Meteor Mash. Just hoping for a +1, I guess. Brave Bird does 12% ship. G's got a crit though. I guess it's like technically you win this 1v1, but might have to skip some turns here. They're really gonna go for. Okay, all on. So, okay, they whirlwinded out. It didn't even take hazard because of Levitate. Fire Blast, that's gotta kill, right? I mean, this is like what, base 115 or something like that. In comes T-Tar to, I assume, Pursuit as they go for HP fighting. Dragon Dance up the, oh yeah. In comes Loom. Take a nice Stone Edge and die. This comes into Bullet Punch to get rid of it. Fair enough. But it was dead to hazards anyway, so you gotta stay in. Ooh, get a nice Spore off? Okay. So he gets nice recovery, but I mean, what are you gonna do this to Azelf? Oh, Focus Punch, okay. So they sack off the Metagross, fair enough. So they still have an Azelf, but they do have a Lottie chilling in the back. Oh, but the nasty plot though, that's pretty nasty. You got Ice Beam or something? Drop a Draco, you're faster. Oh, because a Scarf Lottie. Nice, nice. Yeah, Azelf doesn't have the best defenses, it's mainly offensive, so. Switch out into Infernape. They're just gonna CC, right? Yep. But then you have the Scarf Lottie at the back. And this thing is gonna take a lot from hazards. Yep, double out into Breloom, I was gonna say on this thing. Nice, good play, good play. Spore up, okay. Yeah, because I mean this thing is gonna take, how much is it? 25-ish, and then Sand plus Life Orb. Yeah, so Lottie should just win for you now, dog. Another Focus Punch up. Into that thing, cool, perfect, perfect, perfect. In comes Ape, as there is the Mach Punch. And bada bang, bada boom, good job. Yeah, I was gonna say this thing basically dead to after the hazards that the Breloom. So yeah, the excellent double switch, or excellent switch out on the Bronzong. So here we are, we got the Randbats game. Curry versus Nora. Let's see what happens here. We got Meowstick versus the Clef. Thunderwave the Cradilly. In comes my chant. This is pretty scary, not gonna lie. Take a good chunk at least. What have you got to switch in though? Into the Meowstick. Does about 1,000,000,000%. But hey, you are faster, so should be able to get a head off. In comes Rayquaza. They had a Rayquaza chilling in the back. Get a nice Spadef drop though. Double out in a Clef. Another Psychic on him, as I'm assuming they're just going to soft pull up, right? Yep. Continue to Psychic to try to keep it low as possible. I mean, it's just going to heal up after every turn. Yeah, maybe they were hoping for a Spadef drop or something, but at this point, it's gaining everything. In comes Zygarde. Nice Iron Tail. Life Orb. In comes Mr. Mime to completely eat up that Ice Beam. Manectric. Freeze Dry up. As they switch back into Ludicolo. In comes Suction Cup's Cradilly. Not really, probably Storm Drain, but... Oh, snap. The Stone Edge on the Rayquaza? Okay. The CC into this thing, though, is going to obliterate it because they lost their only real switch in. Unless I don't know what they have in the back. In comes Mr. Mime. Galarian. Psychic does a good chunk. Lots of switching out on Nora's part. Oh, they had a Reshiram in the back. They're going to choose to Toxic this thing as it rain dances up. Hydro Pump is not going to kill because it's a bulky boy. But, oh dang, I think I might have just dropped a Draco or something on him. But the Hydro miss, you'll love to see it. Agency dodge, that's right. In comes Clef. As they are indeed Magic Guard. Thunderwave on the Mr. Mime. Into the Fire Blast. It is able to survive and at least get off the Psychic, but it's not going to do enough. They're just going to keep soft bowled up forever. So they have 11 left. Ooh, but they finally get us a Def Drop. And it's like, oh no, I can't be doing this. I gotta take care of this pronto. In comes the Reshiram now. I'm assuming it's gonna like overheat or something, or flamethrower. Blue, oh yeah, blue flared up. Alright. Yeah, you can just keep blue flaring, man. 56%, that's doing more. Ah, there's the miss. Justice for the Hydro miss, of course. Another blue flare that'll get out ice. Crit! Dang! Into the Thunder Wave. Now they're faster though. But you will be doing more over time. Jeez. Was that Metronome or something? Because wasn't the last one doing like 56, or is it just that much of a roll? 56 into 62. But they kept going for it. I thought Metronome would have done more. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe it's Metronome. I don't know. T-Bolt onto Heracross as they go for Facade Facade. In comes Clef. I feel like this thing dies, right? Yep. Alright, so that's game 1. Let's see what happens in game 2. Aegislash, you'll love Elite Aegislash, except when it's versus this thing. Yeah, swap out an Eldegoss. Tap some nice rocks. Comes Driplim again to Rapid Spin. Come in to block the spin. Sleep Powder up. As it is indeed fully asleep, so they're going to get some Leech Seed action going. It's going to help a lot because this thing is a bulky boy. Or bulky girl, rather, I'm sorry. Heal up Pangoro a bit. In comes something to take on a knockoff. There's about 1,000,000,000%. Swap out an Eldegoss on a Crab Hammer or a Liquidation. Just not get Crab. They want it to be accurate. They didn't want to miss. Leech Seed up on the Registeel. There you can finally Rapid Spin, but don't they just get Rock Step again? Dodge Toxic, nice. Lots of poison dodges in this series. Resisted hit. There's just been lots of misses in general. Any move that could miss is missing, I feel like. +2 speed. There's the Toxic. That's one of the moves that really sucks to miss too. Toxic, or at least if you're staying in like this with the Stallymons. CC on the Kingler, nice. So this thing is gone, but in comes Gallade. Who are you switching out to? Double out into Jellison, nice. Continue to Leech Seed as they try to recover. In comes Blim to take an energy ball. I'm assuming they're going to try to get out of sleep here. They might just Leech Seed up though. Into Silence. They revealed their entire team at this point. We still don't know 3 out of the 6 of Curry's Mons. Jellison comes in yet again as they send out Pangoro. So it looks like a free knock to me, right? In comes Registeel. Knock off those lefties, so Registeel is gone. This is kind of scary though. Do they just set up Salamence? Oh, they only did 30%. As no, Salamence is looking kind of dead. Though there's the dual wing beat. So I guess they thought that they went Aegislash there. In comes Lucha. To go for a nice Brave Bird. Does a -% to this thing. Absolutely eating it up. Eldegoss comes in as they recover. They've just got these 2 bulky Mons, man. They are able to finally get out of the Leech Seed on this thing. Oh, but the Citrus Berry, of course. At least you get rid of that thing, and then they wake up, start going for Calm Minds. Oh, this thing's gonna set up, huh? You probably want to get out of here. Who you got in the back? Guess the Death Drop. Ah, but the miss on the Sleep Powder once again. It is 75% accurate. So, I guess they don't have any switch-ins, really. This thing is faster, so it will be able to... Oh, no, but Unburden, my bad. I forgot about... How could I forget about Unburden? Volcarona comes in. They go to Calm Mind up. I'm assuming they're trying to take this thing out immediately. Not going to do enough, but almost dead to the thing. So they're going to sack this thing off to... Oh, but the Strength Sap is the last move. Jeez, man. That's kind of tough, not gonna lie. It's gonna completely obliterate this thing, man. In comes this thing. Bro, can I get this out of the way? Yeah, Shadow Ball is just gonna obliterate Aegislash too. There's just not much you can do here. They're gonna completely recover up. Man, they were down to 3%. You just needed some priority. Oh, but wait, they finally did get rid of that thing, but at what cost? Salamence just comes in, right? Yep, there's the Outrage. Though it was a speed tie, so... Or wait, no. Level 80 versus level 82, so Salamence was faster guaranteed, my bad. I'm forgetting these random battles, man. The levels are different. Alright, who we got? Suicune, that's always good, versus Hitmonchan. This is looking pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Just throw off a Scald, man. A Water Absorb incoming. As in comes Regieleki, always good to have versus a Mantine. Double out, no. Show me your ground type. You don't have a ground type, or maybe they don't want to reveal it yet. Out into the Aerodactyl to eat up whatever it wants to go for. Go for a Drain Punch. That does not eat it up because Aerodactyl is a rock. Zamazenta is their switch as they go for Dual Wing Beak, and I completely eat that up. Back out into Suicune, as it should eat up whatever they want to go for. Yeah, especially since it's level 76 versus level 84, man. Another CC, as you can probably just throw off a Scald, yeah. You are dead to the next one, so you're going to want to switch out there. They go for another CC, and Aerodactyl should easily take it out. I don't know, you're going to want to go Regieleki and risk having them having a ground type. Still no ground type, as they send out Hitmonchan, the Spadef monster, to take a hit. Send out Slurpuff, one of my favorite Pokemon. It's the first Pokemon I ever bred to be shiny, if you know the lore of my channel. Here comes Zamazenta, as I'm assuming they're going to Behemoth Bash here. Or CC it, if they want to do a good play. Yep, there's absolutely nothing to this thing. Yep, CC is going to take out this Suicune, of course. But now you just go Regieleki, right? Yeah, and Volt Switch out. Do you have a ground type? No. We don't know. They could be waiting. The tactic of waiting to the last minute to reveal the ground type. Body Slam on the Reflect. That's now they're going to go for screens, of course. So you get rid of their screen setter, but at what cost? They have all the protection in the world, as Zamazenta just comes in to eat up any hit. Goes for CC, as they don't really have a switch, but once again, just bringing the Regieleki. Thunderbolt doesn't even kill this time. You do resist, and this thing, it's not like it has an attack boost or anything, so you can get rid of it, at least stall out some more light screen turns. Oh, but they had a Dracovish in the back. So swap out here into the Slurpuff, as they're going to go for Fish's Rend, completely obliterate this thing. Who you got in the back? Nihilego. Sludge Wave. Oh, but they get the poison. That was extremely needed, as I think that might put it in range, right? Yup. As in comes Volcarona, but they still have a screen up. Oh, but they got the para too! They got the para too! Another T-Bolt into a full para. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Yeah, I would just... Oh, jeez, man. I'm sorry, Nora. Sometimes it just happens. That is the random battles. Truly, the random things happen. But at the same time, didn't we miss a hurricane at some point? Or no, maybe that wasn't one of the other games. No, there wasn't much to do in this game. Nah, this was just full-blown hacks. But that does give us 4 wins at this point. And the Gen 5 game versus Jeff and Tom, I'm assuming they did either they saw this game and they saw that the Texas Tauros had no way of winning this week, or they did something fun offline and Jeff got the dub. Either way though, the Chems, with this victory, will have moved on somehow by some miracle into playoffs. I can't believe it. But that's it for the regular season. We'll be back for the semifinals. See you guys then. Bye-bye.